Hey, my Taurus and Aquarius babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot, about to roast. They took the air off and they put the heat on. Dum Dum here left the heat on all day long. Who knew? At any rate, Taurus and Aquarius. This is Taurus and Aquarius sitting in a tree. Kissing for the month of December 2020. Today is what, December 1st? We're just getting over a lunar eclipse. I think it was in Gemini. If I'm not mistaken, I could be off. But at any rate, that eclipse energy is strong. For those of you unaware, we are walking through a portal. Yep, that part right there. Most signs, I can't just say any particular signs, but most signs are finishing up cycles and getting ready to enter a new cycle. If you have not already entered your cycle, you know this. I don't have to tell you this because you see people falling by the wayside and people you thought you were never not going to talk to. Now they moved across town, moved across country, whatever the case may be. So it's changed. The environment is full of change. Taurus and Aquarius, I don't know. Y'all got good things on the horizon. Right? There goes Temperance right out the gate. And the Seven of Wands for your front and your back end of your overall energy. Yep, Pentacles. Taurus, it's slow moving. Slow moving. Things may be going slow for you. That's the Knight of Pentacles. And if you look at this horse, the way she's got him painted on here, he's kind of like, brother, can you get up? Please get up. At any rate, this is one of them readings that's got 50 million gazillion different little feet to it. As grandmama used to say, eat the fish, damn it, and leave the bones. Don't choke on something that don't belong to you. So, Taurus, in all of your readings that I've done in the past 3 weeks, balance has been everywhere. Staying in balance, the damn hangman. And there's World card, hey. And the Five of Cups, okay. So whatever you're doing, even the Four of Pentacles, I don't even have to tell you, I wrote balance on the bottom. Fuck that. You just look at it. Balance. And for many of you, this is the Taurus, I'm talking to you now. For many of you, this is kind of where y'all are. You kind of got all the balls up in the air and nothing is falling on your head. Things may not be great, but they are certainly better. So you got to put that there. This is for love interest, situationships. This has got a whole lot of in-between energy. So this is not necessarily relationships that have gone the next step yet. But obviously this is on your mind. You think about it. Whatever the next step may be. But this is for all those in-between little things. Situationships, love, interest, talking to somebody, as we used to say. This is for that crowd. For those of you that are in long-term alliances, Taurus and Aquarius alliances, this is, if you take anything away from this, just know that you can roll with whatever changes are coming, because one or both of you may be changing jobs, you may be changing schools, your kids may be changing schools. It's change, but it's that foundational change. It's not, you're changing the car, or changing your toilet paper or something. This is about things that mean something being changed. Things that you're aspiring to being changed or changing them. So I'm not leaving y'all out of this reading on purpose. Y'all just ain't really here. And so that goes a long way to say that I think most Taurus and Aquarius long-term relationships are probably in fair stead. Looking at all this doggone pentacle energy, I'm pretty sure that you are. Your overall, the front end of your overall. Temperance and the ass end of the Fool card. So this little combination has been coming up quite a bit about finding your balance. And for some of you to do that in this situationship thing with Taurus and Aquarius, dating, whatnot, it's changing your perspective. It's not even waiting on you to ask for it to change. It's changing. Your perspective is changing. And Aquarius, that's you too. Some of you were trying to find the balance. This is what's up at the top of your overall energy. You're trying to find where you are. Again, this is relationship type things, trying to get to the next level. So if it's been a dating thing, you're going from that to exclusive dating. Maybe some of you might be thinking about moving in together. Situationships, same thing, moving from that into coming out of the dark and moving into a more permanent relationship status. And that's a good thing. But in all of this, your perspective, and I can't even say it's not changing, it's changing. And that his behind is to us and not the front end. This may be a struggle for you. And rightfully so. Aquarius and Taurus are two very different things. I say this all the time. Aquarius is all the air. All that shit you can't see. Aquarius is everywhere you want to be. That part right there. Taurus, however, we're the bull. We right in the middle of the pasture. Period. If you can't see us, you can certainly hear us. And if you're close enough, you might feel some of them horns. But they're two different entities. And so you're going to, as you're moving towards something more permanent, you're going to have to find your balance. You're going to have to find your balance. And that may mean you whether you want to, again, that resistance is there. Because this is talking about not really wanting to change. Can't see that other perspective. Doesn't matter. The universe is shoving it right down your throat. So there's a learning situation going on here. On the back end of your overall, you got the butt end of the World card sitting on top of the Seven of Wands. Pretty much just what I'm saying at another level. So obviously with this, you're walking through the portal. That part. And just know that the front of this is about the vision that reconciles opposites. Not two things more different. If there's anything more different than Taurus and Aquarius, it would be Taurus and Scorpio. So just bear that thought in mind. But right here, that's the front. Here you are walking through the portal. There are challenges. It could be all kind of challenges. Distance, work, commitment to other things, kids, jobs, you name it. But if you want this, and I feel like a lot of you do, you want this, you're going to have to persevere through whatever's going on. Go ahead and walk through that damn window of change, if you will, because it's there. And this is really about reaching your destiny. And while you're doing that, you see right now, some of y'all got limited vision. You're in a little situationship, and my sister put a definition of it. I was like, Jesus, I didn't know a situationship had so many pockets in it. Whatever a situationship is to you, in my mind, it's not an actual relationship. In a lot of instances, I think situationships are with two people that don't necessarily want to be found out, not because they're dealing with other people, but because they're not sure. So in that energy, some of you may have a limited amount of vision, foresight of where you want this relationship to go. You may be thinking, if you only do this, this, and this. But I can't do that. And so Your challenge here is to slow down, first of all, because you're wearing a poor horse out trying to gallop with all that heavy-ass armor on. That's number one. Slow down. Things may look great. Things may feel great. You may even feel the changes. But you are not going to be able to pick up on the nuance. This is your challenge if you don't slow down. You're going to run right through something. Your horse going to be tired. The people going to be looking at you like you're crazy. And you're going to be flustered and frustrated. So slow down. Wherever you are in your little situationship, slow down and broaden your vision. That's your challenge. Broaden your vision as you go into the new year about your relationship. It doesn't have to just be this, and this. It can really be whatever you want it to be. As long as the two of you mutually agree and get along and ain't trying to kill each other. Open your vision. What can't you do? Especially if this is not a full-blown relationship for some of you. What can't you do? Why are you putting limits on something you're not even into yet? That part. So we look at the first week. The High Priestess sitting on top of the marriage card, basically, 4 of Wands. Just what I just said. Limited vision. Having an inner dilemma. That's what all that little writing over there says. Having an inner dilemma that's asking you to let go of the logic. Just saying. Obviously, this is a little thing going on here. So you're going to have to let go to get here. And so these are conversations in the next week or so that you may have with said Aquarius or said Taurus about what you want to do. Well, I don't know what you want to do. Well, I don't know what you want to do. You know you want to move forward, but you're not real sure what forward looks like. Because you ain't been there before. It's something new, different, completely different. But in order to do that, you are going to have to leave. And this is major energy. So when old girl shows up, I want to say there's the manipulation of the energy. When you see the High Priestess, you know the word manipulation is floating around somewhere. You're going to have to manipulate your mind, basically, and let go of what you know. So, for an example, you know if you go outside and it's raining and you don't have on a hat, if you don't have on an umbrella, your hair is going to get wet. Period. End of discussion. What the universe is asking you to do, if this is what you want to do with an Aquarius, a Taurus, vice versa, however you're doing it, you let it go. And start looking at the water that's got you all wet from another perspective. I'm like, y'all like, what? Think bigger. And Taurus, for you, this is probably going to be harder than Aquarius. Aquarius, they're already big thinkers. They're already thinking outside the box for you. You can get up out the bed in the morning. They are already on something else. You're going to have to get with that energy, Taurus. You're going to have to, the notion of any kind of traditional, that word's popping up, you're probably going to have to let that go. You thinking, oh, she lives there, I live here. It never happened. You have to let all that go. If you really want this to work, if you really want to try this out, you have to let all that logical shit go. So you can get on to the next good thing. And I promise you, the energy here is if you open up your imagination, that's some Disney World shit, there you go. You can have exactly what you're looking for in your Aquarius, Taurus. That's the truth. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups sitting on top, well, what are we talking about? And so, with the Two of Cups, you're going to have to just be patient. Look at old girl. I don't know what the hell's in this pot. I don't know if that's green beans or greens or pinto beans. I have no idea. But whatever it is, you're going to have to wait till it's done. So that there is requiring patience. She's the Queen of Pentacles. So Taurus, this is you all day. You're going to have to do you. Now, you're going to have to open your brain, but you're going to have to stay at a slow and steady pace. You cannot Run through the china shop. Sorry. Not this time. You're going to have to slow it down. And you're going to have to begin to see things in the light of day, but in a different light. That's what I want to say to you. In a different light. So this is not going to be average, run-of-the-mill type shit. You know, oh, we married, we got married, we had kids. No, this ain't going to be that story. This is going to be something totally not that. But Taurus, Queen of Pentacles, wait on these beans to get done. Quit sticking your finger over there before you burn it off, and let the beans cook. So you can get right here and accept whatever cups y'all are trying to accept, which brings us right back to the Four of Wands, trying to get up to that next step. At the end of this first week, with the Four of Pentacles on top of the Four of Cups, stability is 4, period. It don't get no better than that. And then you add the 2 4s together, what the hell, you get infinity. What the fuck? Balance, foresight, seeing beyond where you are. Now, also, Four of Pentacles, being guarded. You have to let that go. You have to let that go. Now, some of you, and I'm talking to Taurus now, you're coming out of a phase of stagnation where your poor little bully hooves have been stuck in the mud. You can't move. You move. Bull in front of you's moving. Got his tail in your face and some more shit. So many of you Tauruses are coming out of that stagnated period. And now you may be guarded. You may be coming out of another situationship with somebody else 6 months ago. They just acted a plumb fool and the shit never went anywhere because nobody was trying to do anything. So you may be a little guarded. Don't let that stop you, Taurus. Don't let that stop you from dreaming. Don't have your view so narrow, come on, that you can't see this big ass tree. That part. Talking about missed opportunities and timing. Many of you may be feeling that way. There may be some things that come up for Taurus and Aquarius individually at the end of this first week that has you questioning. And it could well be because you're looking Taurus at your Aquarius going, damn, they got it together. Or Aquarius, you're looking at your Taurus going, damn, they got it together. And you just feeling in that fucked up feeling, I didn't do everything I needed to do. I feel so bad. Fuck that. Trust me, you are right where you need to be and probably in a better balance. Whatever you think you do or you don't have, money, cars, whatever, probably in better balance than the very people you may be envying. That part. Some of you Tauruses in particular, around work friends, you may be running into the perfect couple. Oh, they're so beautiful. They got married, they got kids. And wondering why your shit ain't like that. Do you want it to look like that, Taurus? Don't forget, you have Uranus all up in your shit. Do you really want to go with the tried and true? Or do you want to do something different? And unstagnate your butt and start having some foresight about the things that you really want out of a relationship. When we get to the second week, so some of that stagnant energy that, and again, if you're here in the United States or the northern half of the world, we are in the holidays. So nostalgia always plays a huge part this time of the year for a lot of people, for a lot of different reasons. A lot of people lose family members this time of year. A lot of people lose jobs this time of year. There's a lot of memory shit going on. In that, all the changes you're considering, all the loss and disappointment that you may be thinking about, may be making you feel a little bit insecure. Just a little insecure. Now, as surely as that side is insecure, we're in the light of day, damn it, it is secure. So, if you want to kind of just get past this insecure moment, and it's a pentacle, so I got to believe this is about Taurus. Get out of your emotions, them cups. Quit. Don't get so far down memory lane that you boo-hooing over some shit that happened 25 years ago. That's really the bottom of all of that. and start looking at what's in front of you. Here's a sailboat talking about opportunities passing you by. What are you doing? Standing there belly aching over some damn cups that fell on your white carpet and spilled red wine. Who the hell knew? And you got two perfectly good cups behind you or on the side of you. And the hell, you got a damn sailboat. Really? And it's not raining. A little overcast, but damn, look at all those colors. It's not as bad, maybe, as you think it is, Taurus. There's no reason for you to feel insecure. Again, this has got that energy of, you know, you kind of comparing yourself to everybody else. Oh, they had a perfect relationship, but I can't find anybody. And the person I like is never around. Oh, whoa. All that insecurity and shit. Because you got all this other energy around you. Flip that. Maybe you did lose somebody this time of the year. Remember to celebrate them. Yeah, it's hard when people leave. To hell. First is here. What are you celebrating? Or are you just in your cups for no reason? I'm just saying. Because your loved one, and I don't know who I'm talking to, so I must be talking to somebody that is really dealing with this. Your loved one wants you to be happy. Look at the colors one more again. That's beautiful shit. And if this was real world shit, and I've seen the sky look like this before, that's some incredible shit. Way better than cups at the bottom of your feet that tipped over. It's okay. If this is about exes and relationships, again, we're in that energy, Christmas time, all of that. Really? And you got a sailboat going past? Don't dwell too long. Don't let anything from your past make you feel insecure. Ace of Wands on top of with the Eight of Pentacles on top. Now we get into patience. Having patience, but having action behind that patience. So patience and learning. Messing around with Aquarius, probably a good time to get to know your Aquarius. You're moving out of a situationship, trying to move it into a relationship, a dating thing you're trying to make permanent. Do you know your Aquarius? Simple shit. You know what they like to eat, or what kind of movies they like, what kind of music they like. This is that energy. This is the time for you. This is what you're doing to start putting in some elbow grease and making it happen. You're going to have to bring some creativity to this. But I promise you, if you start making the first little ooka step, divine energy going to come in and swoop up and push you right along. But you got to make those first steps. So that comes with the patience, learning your partner. Aquarius, that goes for you too. You got a stubborn bull. Do you know your bull? Really? I'm just saying. Don't get out of balance. Don't get stressed if things are not moving. A lot of times you're dealing with the divine. It stops moving on your timetable. So there may be some delay. Might not be on your timetable. It might be a little later than you think. That should not stop you. It shouldn't. This is an ace. So this is clearly about a beginning. It's wands. So the action here, even though patience is, I don't know if you want to call it an action, but the action here is to be patient and learn what you can about your partner. At the end of this, the Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, there's emotional renewal in this relationship. So this relationship between Aquarius and Taurus has the ability to heal a lot of what's going on in the past. Once again, you got the Four of Pentacles sitting right on top of each other. There's that other Four of Pentacles. Guess what? But Four of Pentacles. There's a lot of stability here. It may not look like it. Taurus, I'm talking to you now because y'all are the kings of stability. All four on the ground. The stability is here. Let go a little bit and let your Aquarius in. And let them get a glimmer of what's going on with you. Just going off with you, Taurus, because you're wonderful. They want to see something else too. Aquarius likes that abstract shit, Taurus. Let's just put it where it is. They like the abstract. Not the red and the blue and the green shit that we do. So this again has got Uranus and Taurus all in it. You changing it up, bringing something a little different to the table. You go back, talking about patience. This is where time being on your side and learning your partner. So you're not just coming into the relationship and sitting down on the sofa and eating the bonbons. You're saying, I know somebody's swiping left or swiping right or doing something, trying to leave. That's okay. But just know you got to think different with this one. It actually, to have 2 4 of Pentacles pop up like that and one be on top of the other, it's got a lot of stability. The 8 of Pentacles, it's a lot of stability. It's there. It may not look like it, but it's there. Looking at weeks 3 and 4. So now we're getting into the new year with the goodies. Six of Pentacles is pulling the Strength card. 3 of Cups is pulling the Devil. I always get the Devil and the Lovers messed up. Yeah, Devil. The Sun. 2 of Pentacles. The Empress. Knight of Swords. King of Swords. The King of Swords. Yeah, great. 2 of Wands. The 9 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's a Death card. Okay, let me find out. This is good. For those of y'all that are sitting there getting ready to cry on your coffee, this is actually a good sign. Because it means just what the way it landed. You're overcoming your fears. Hold off on it. Third week. Got the ass end of the Strength card sitting on top of the 6 of Pentacles. And this is really kind of simple. Don't give away too much. And don't lose your balance in all of this. This is either one of you. Taurus, but Aquarius, both of you. Don't lose your balance as you're going through this little maze of moving from situationship to live-in lover. I'm just saying. Yeah. You've got the patience. You can do this, Taurus. I don't know why I'm talking to Taurus. You can do this. Aquarius, you too. Y'all want to wander around. You can do this. You've got the strength to do it. As long as you are facing your fears together. That part. Facing your demons, facing your fears, and then, you know, look at there. Who is that? Yeah. Looking at things that have been denied you in the past. Sexually, financially, put whatever label you want to put on there. But looking at things that you haven't been granted in past relationships. How you can turn that into an accomplishment. Now that's all a hot hell mess, ain't it? But it's still an accomplishment. How can you turn that accomplishment into something successful? Why the fuck you playing it? Make it look easy. That's the 2 of Pentacles. See, now we're dealing with some real shit. You got both of them up in the air. And not only are they up in the air, you're dancing. It's getting a little easier. But again, that's all coming with that change of perspective. That's being forced down your throat pretty much. Yeah, what the hell? Or maybe it's not easy. Because again, there's delays here. Dealing with past disappointments. And that kind of nostalgia, illusory, bullshit ass Neptune energy that had you crying over somebody you dated when you were in the 5th grade. Kind of moving past all of that and going, okay, not the easiest thing in the world, but as you keep doing this, Taurus and Aquarius, success, let the sun shine in. Get to the last week with the King and the Empress. What else are you saying about a King and an Empress? I mean, shit just don't get no better than this. There is coming prosperity. That's exactly what she's talking about. And pretty much, look, it's got that Aquarian energy. Just look at old girl. She's like, it's coming. It's okay. I'll wait. That's where you need to be. That may mean that you need to detach yourself from any kind of outcome. Oh, that part, yeah. When you put, I want to look like this, I want to look like that, I want to look this, I want to smell like that. That's a very limited view. Whereas if you just tell the universe, I want the best car for me. I'm just throwing shit up against the wall right now. Detaching yourself from any kind of outcome. Whatever you think it might want or could have been. No, that's not what you're trying to do. You move from that to the Nine of Swords on top of the Two of Wands. Now we start talking about planning. But, my dear Aquarius, don't punish yourself because you think you've done something wrong or because you don't think you're enough. You know how to say that part. That part. Don't put yourself in this mental prison that keeps you from moving ahead. Because this is what you should be doing. Planning and progressing. This is springtime card. You see little sprigs up there? Springtime. All about the good shit to come. Right? Don't punish yourself and don't get up in your head. And Taurus, this is you too. Some of you may have Aquarian energy in your chart somewhere. You may have a tendency to get up in your head. You may even have some Piscean energy up in your chart and up in your head. Or Gemini, however that's working for you. Don't get all stuck on stupid. I can't do this. I can't move here. I can't. Hey. We just had that conversation about limited, fixed, can't see past. That's your challenge, to not get stuck in the head. At the end of this, the Queen of Wands, you will, as you're overcoming your fears, you may learn some hidden truths about each other and yourselves. It's not a bad thing, because again, we're talking about the Death card. So very clearly saying to me, walking into something brand new. Brand new. But you got to overcome whatever fears you have about your situation. If you let go, I promise you the universe got you. You know, Taurus and Aquarius kind of golden. Just saying. The two of you don't get stuck in your head and don't get stuck on stupid. That part. Gonna be some challenges. You're gonna have to persevere. Do not get out of balance fucking around with some bullshit because you want to get off on a side tangent about something that doesn't matter. Emotional renewal. Whatever healing. And maybe the two of you trying to make this next step will bring the emotional renewal to the other without even thinking about it. Just saying. That part, because it's, I can't now know, and hey, keep going. Keep going. This is probably one of the better readings I've done in the past couple of weeks. Keep going. Both of you, Taurus, Aquarius, both. Don't let go. If you think you got a good thing, please don't let go. Keep going. Start a conversation. You got questions about shit, you trying to move the relationship in a different direction. Start a conversation. Communicate with each other. What's going on? How do you feel? What do you think? Don't believe what you hear. So, particularly in this kind of situation, and for those of you that may be a little younger, you're going to hear some old folks saying, you know, you can't do that. You can't do that. You need a job. What are you doing? You can't possibly do that. Yeah, you know what? Don't believe what you hear. Don't believe what you hear. If this is in your heart, and I didn't realize I'm going way over in time, but that's okay. I needed to get that message out. Don't believe what you hear, Taurus and Aquarius, if you love each other. If there's even an inkling, of loving each other, and you think it's going to be worth it, damn it, jump off that cliff. I love you both. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.